Hi, I'm Melissa, and I'm the young one.
You know what? You always say that, John. Are you really? Okay, well, that's fine. I'm Corey, and I'm the emotionally stable one.
Okay, I cried one time on the treadmill at the gym. One time. Calm down.
We're business coaches and experts in mindset support and strategy building, with our goal being to help your businesses scale, grow, and pivot.
When things aren't working, we don't believe in throwing it all away. Sometimes all you need is a reboot, and that's why we're here to help.
Welcome back to another episode in our Business Reboot Camp Summer Series. We are so excited to have you here today. And this is an episode we are so freaking fired up about because it is episode 148, Camp Confessionals.
It's so
We
funny.
asked you guys to submit some things that you have dealt with, funny things that have happened, things that you're seeing, things that you're changing or doing different. I'm going to tell you right now, we got the best stuff from you guys. So we're going to dig in. But first of all, let's kind of talk about fireside chats. What does that look like? First of all, Melissa and I are obsessed with camp because I went to summer camp. I went to Luther Ridge, which is a Lutheran church camp in the mountains of North Carolina, which is why I think I still will always have a love affair with the mountains of North Carolina. And so every summer, my brother went, but I also went. In fact, my brother's a Lutheran pastor, which is just so cool. But he goes back to Luther Ridge all the time. But Luther Ridge is a place that actually, funny enough, I had my first kiss.
Oh, okay, see? Look what happens at camp.
I did. I could still see his little face. He was so cute. He was from Gastonia. I'll never forget. I don't remember his name, but I do know where he was from. Anyway, Camp Confessionals. that was my camp confessional. Bringing to the party today was that I had my very first kiss at camp. But yeah, it was the best. I have the best core memories at camp. And so Melissa and I were like, we have to do this series. It was a brilliant idea that we brought together. And today we are digging into Camp Confessionals. So Melissa, I want to know, did you go to camp? What's a confessional? What's something that happened to you at camp? Or that you loved about camp?
I loved camp. I was a camp whore. Not like Corey. I wasn't making out with nobody at camp, but I went to all of them.
Oh, girl, you better rewind that. Because it sounds like you got around.
The exact opposite. Okay, it is true. No, I loved camp. I did camp with our youth group every year. I did 4-H camp. If I could have gone to Camp Rock and done music, I would have done all the camps. But I definitely did camp with our church all the time, and it was so fun because you go and you really bond with the people there, which is very funny because we talk about your camp romance and all the things. And we had winter camp and summer camp, so I didn't just reserve it for the summer. We could go all the time. I loved it. And playing spades and hanging out with your friends and staying up all the time, staying up for hours and
crafts.
hours.
I love crafts.
You do love crafts. You really do. I loved it. And it was really great. But what's funny is that I tried to put my kids in situations where they could go to camp, and they both were like, house is really fun. I love a house where we live. And I was like, okay, well, my daughter, she loves the camp. My son is but he did go to camp one summer when he was, I think 10 or 11. And it was his first time at sleepaway camp. And a friend of mine sent me a picture because she had dropped off her kids and was still there when we left because we had to rip the Band-Aid off because I was going to cry the whole time. And it was the first time that Anthony and I had sent our kids off together. Reese was finally old enough to go to this camp, and Riley was just a couple years older than her. I can't afford for both my kids to be at camp at the same time. You know why? Because me and Anthony act like we don't have no supervision, and we spent so much money. Y'all want to go to eat? What are we going to do? Y'all want to go somewhere? Let's go shopping. I was like, I don't have a budget for my kids to be at camp at the same time because Anthony and I act like we don't have no responsibilities.
It's not the camp fees. It's the lack of responsibility.
It's the $900 we spent in 4 days. I know. I was like, we can't be trusted enough for both our kids to go to camp. So,
wait until they go off to college and it's just the two of you. Oh, the empty nest. Let me just tell you, it's the best, but also expensive.
I'm gonna be in Aruba. Is what's gonna happen. I'm going there. It was no, but I love camp. Camp is so fun, and it's like a parallel universe, which is what we wanted. We wanted the summer to be let's talk about some of the stuff that can kind of get you feeling stuck during the year, but during the summer, a lot of businesses will kind of this is the worst. Let this be the warning to you. Do not do this. But they will shut themselves off during the summer, as if when you open the doors back up in the fall to get serious again, the people are just going to flood in. And we're like, no, 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 no. You can't afford to just not show up for 3 months. Like, you got to stay in the game. So we wanted these to be like micro episodes to make them really funny and fun. And I'm sorry, if you're not laughing at the intro with that bugle music every time, you're not us, because we think it's hilarious. People are probably so annoyed with it. And I'm like, I'm cackling every time. I just
every time we laugh. Every time we laugh.
It's so good.
Okay, let's dig in. Now that we kind of did our personal check-ins for our camp confessionals, let's dig in.
We haven't gotten a whole lot of mail. We haven't gotten a lot of care packages.
I know.
Send us your camp confessionals. We've got a few in our inbox right now that we'll save for next time. But listen, these that we did get are solid gold.
They are hella funny. Okay, let's go with the first one. First one, somebody sent in this story. Screen shared during a presentation and forgot to close my Amazon tab. Apparently, everyone now knows I was shopping for adult onesies. I LOL'd. Oh no. First of all, when we read that, I read it too quickly and I thought it was like adult diapers. Because I went to onesie and then I went to like my mom brain and I was like, oh my gosh. This poor soul was like shopping for adult diapers.
Oh,
no,
they're
adult
incontinent.
onesies. Yeah. I mean, do I have poise pads? I do. But it's because I'm almost 50.
Corey's camp confessional is she pees a little when she jumps. Okay. Wow. Okay. We have to get together. I don't think Zach can just edit 19 seconds of wheezing. Wow. That was aggressive.
So, listen, don't judge until your ass is 49 is what I'm saying.
That's fine.
I'm just saying. Okay. Back to this. It's not about me. It's about
we laughed.
The listener who sent this in. Okay.
Well, look, she's me, because every time I have to screen share on a Zoom with one of our clients, I'm like, you're going to see that I have 19 tabs open, and I promise you, I am not looking at Instagram right now, but it might look like it.
No, I am always like, don't judge. Like, this is a judgment-free zone when we're coaching with clients, and it's time for a screen share. And again, I have a gazillion tabs, and then I also have like a messy desktop, so I'm always.
I told you the other day.
Judged, but...
I said my desktop looks like somebody sneezed on it. It just is all stuck everywhere. Like there's no rhyme or reason. Okay,
so we get you. The person who submitted this, thank you so much. We're not going to disclose who you are, but we get you. We are you. We feel you. And next time, open up a new window and minimize everything.
Depending on what onesies you're looking at, maybe go incognito for that one. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, so this next one is really funny. This is for all the people who, when you just started out, you were just making do with whatever you had access to. So this one says, I tried to DIY my first logo using Microsoft Paint. I thought it looked retro, and my friend said, it looks like a crime scene sketch. Yep. We've all been there. It's something. It's something. Look, when we try.
We go down memory lane and we look at all of our old stuff sometimes, from time to time. And Melissa always had a little birdie on her logos, and I had some real interesting color choices.
I had brown, and now I have a problem with brown.
I know.
Was the thing. It was the thing.
I think maybe that's why, they always say, like, if you wore a trend the first time it comes back around, you shouldn't wear it the second time because, like, you already did it. And I think, like, when brown comes around, you and I both are repelled because we're like, no, you've been there, done that. Like,
nope.
No.
Brown didn't work for me. It didn't work.
So the lesson learned here in this camp confessional is, while DIY is often where we have to start, please don't stay there for long. Yep. Or find a really talented friend who knows how to use Illustrator or Canva or some other service or some other platform or software that can make it look stellar. Canva is our go-to of choice. So get yourself out of Microsoft Paint and get yourself into Canva.
But also, kudos to you, friend, who was like, that looks like dead people on the ground. Like, that's a good friend.
That's a good friend. You know what? You do need those friends. So
You do.
I love that. Okay, next one. We have a story to tell with this one too. Okay, so printed 500 postcards for a big promo. Then realized too late that I put the wrong website URL. Oh, that is a gut punch. So basically, I paid to send people nowhere. I mean, raise your hand if you have ever created some kind of
The worst.
And
then you have to send the oops
like
email. Oops, sent the wrong link. That's the worst.
Or didn't send the link. Link doesn't work. Oh, sorry. Okay, but Melissa, what is our story?
Okay, well,
about the URL or QR code.
So here's the deal. And this goes out to one of our clients. We're not going to say her name, but we're going to tell you. And when she listens to this, she's going to be like, they're talking about me. And we love her. But also, I was trying to fight her in a parking lot over a QR code. Don't put your QR codes on Instagram. People can't scan them. Okay, so here's the thing is QR codes at one time were new, and you had to actually use different sites. You couldn't just get it on Canva. You had to use different sites. Like you had to go through companies to be able to get a QR code. Talk about a business model that fades, okay?
Quickly.
So we were getting ready to speak. Corey was going to be on this big panel to talk about entrepreneurship. I was leading this entire segment for business women and at this big summit, and we were super excited about it. And we were like, you know what? We need business cards. We're still kind of new. Like we need to get these things. We got to look professional. So we're going to do this. Yeah. So we got our business cards designed.
And they were cool, Melissa.
They were so cool.
They were square. And so freaking cool. Rounded edges. Like they were elevated.
Great.
They did look like pink lemonade, but we put our new images on them that Sarah had done for us. So,
yes,
okay, sorry.
It was, well, and we looked fat, but we just let it go because that was old us. It was fine. But we were so excited. And I was like, Corey, we're going to put a QR code on here. So I got onto a website where you could get a QR code, made a QR code with our link. We ordered 500 of them bad boys, got them to our house, scanned it. And it was like, your trial expires in 2 days. And we were like, oh no, but if you wanted to buy it, it was like $89 for a month of using this QR code. And we were like, how many people are actually going to scan it while they're there? So we just held one card and we're like, you can scan this one card. You have to scan now because you have no days to do it. You have to write this many, you have to scan the card. And so we just basically, realized afterwards that we gave them a QR code that did not work. It was fun. We love that for us.
To nowhere, yes. And that the funny part about our client that kept posting her QR code, and it would be like, scan here. And it was like, it's on Instagram. And we would message her, inbox her and be like, people can't scan it. They're on their phones on Instagram. You have to do it a different way. And it was like, oh, that's right. And then
now we all just laugh about it.
And
every time she sees a QR code, she dies. It's so funny.
Well, she'll send us a message. I saw a QR code today and I thought of you guys. It was the best. Next one.
Okay, go ahead, Corey. You tell this one.
Okay, so this person said, used a free stock photo for my website banner. We all have used.
Yes.
Sometimes love stock photography.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of stock photos. Just think about it.
Except it felt like I nailed the vibe, she said, until I saw it on an ad for adult diapers 2 weeks ago or 2 weeks later. I was like, what?
Okay. There's nothing you can do about that, but also
change it quick.
Godspeed. That's right.
Change it quick.
Mark it to 49 and up is what you need to do.
I mean, seriously. And that's where stock photography is really great. We always tell clients, like, let that be a filler, but we will encourage every single small business owner, go get a brand shoot, preferably with somebody who understands brand photography. If you need a list of people,
we got you,
and we can hook you up to somebody in your area, or Melissa and I will fly to you and shoot your brand photos because we love that so much. But custom imagery is always amazing, but stock photos are great, especially if you pay for a service. Then you're not going to likely see that in an adult diaper ad.
That's true. So just a couple, just kind of like off the cuff, couple of them that we like. Social Curator has images. Elevate, which used to be Social Squares with our friend Shay Cochran. She's got amazing stock photos. I mean, get some quality ones.
Adobe,
is what we're saying.
I think Adobe has some. There's a couple of other companies we can link in the show notes. But
that's fine.
Yeah, be careful with what you
do.
Love that. Okay, Melissa, next.
Okay, last one before we get to a couple of practical things before we close out today's episode. This one says, I meant to post a Happy Monday message and I scheduled it for Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So everybody got a cheery, go crush your week text, except for it sent at midnight to everyone. So that is fun. I get that. And here's the deal. When you use services like, Corey, what is the one? You and I both had subscriptions to this when we thought we were going to be talking to people via text messages. I can't even remember. Something like that, or I don't remember. But when those messages come, and it's like, okay, well, it's 3 a.m. Thanks for this. Like, I just clicked the button. I didn't need 15 text messages. They'll bite you in the butt. They'll bite you in the butt.
They will. Be very careful. Watch your scheduling too. When you're scheduling stuff out, and we have to do this when we are in scheduling out social media posts or LinkedIn stuff, like just watch the time and the date, because sometimes it will like do an auto revert to some kind of random I sent out an invoice the other day, and it had the second payment hitting May of 2026. Thank goodness I caught that real quick. So just watch those little scheduling things.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna move on to just a few little practical things really quick. And Corey, what are we saying that's working right now? What's worth watching is what I'm saying.
So I think what's worth watching right now is some of the people that, or not some of the people, but people that we're watching offers that we see selling right now, like micro offers. A lot of people are leaning into, maybe they have elevated services, maybe they have kind of like high ticket offers, and they are going back and kind of like some entry level stuff that they are offering, or like a mini course or a mini something that becomes very, very tiny, small wins, but like a micro offer. So that's something that we're watching work.
I love that. Another one is done for you services. This was huge years ago, and then everybody decided to stop doing that, and it was kind of like you just hire people specifically for those things, and then people are now offering them again. And I think that done for you services they're coming back because people don't have time. They don't have time to learn. We had time for a while, and then you grow to the point where you it's not worth your money. It's not worth the money you'd spend on yourself when you could hire it out or pay somebody else to do them for you. So we're seeing a resurgence in that.
We are. Well, and I think too, Melissa, we came of age in the dawning era of online learning. And we've talked about this in past podcast episodes, to where like there was a photography program I was involved in. So it was a membership, and you would get a monthly DVD mailed to your house.
Love that. Yes.
And you would learn, and it would be from these phenomenal, like high profile photographers. And I would binge those. Like my girls knew when that came in the mail, like mama was going to be busy. And so I absorbed it. We are so old. Like that was literally before, like the face page was the only thing. Instagram didn't exist. And so then we went through the age and the era of like everybody started learning online. You had courses, you had memberships. I mean, I took a course on building memberships from Stu McLaren. It was great. But like, I think that we've been through that era. I'm not saying that it's over at all, but I am saying that we are watching so many entrepreneurs, because everything is so fast paced and it's changing faster than you can learn it at some point. And I think that we're going to find in the dawning age of AI, it is moving at even faster speed. And so by the time you learn it, it has already changed. And so I'm not saying that there's no more room in the marketplace for courses and that sort of stuff, but we are watching, my favorite word, the pendulum swing the other way back to done for you, because if you have the budget and you don't have the time, it's better just to hire it out and let somebody do it for you, because it's too much. There's too much for us. We have to do all of these things and check all of these boxes to run fabulous businesses, but there's only so much that we can do with two hands.
That's right. Okay. The next thing is personality driven content and being able to leverage AI in authentic ways, which we just did whole episodes on that. It's coming back. It's coming around, where people want to see you. They want to see you in what you're selling.
Right. Well, and it's easy to use AI as a framework and as an idea generator, or even putting what you want to say in there and then allowing AI to maybe fill in a couple of gaps. But if your voice is out of it, you're missing the mark. You've got to show up. Your personality has to be a part of it, or you will start sounding like everybody else, and it will be very inauthentic. And again, we know people can pick up on it. We are getting very savvy with what we're able to discern. Okay. Last one here, reviving email lists. We are watching this happen over and over again with clients, and we know that ROI. Melissa, what is the stat that we read recently? It was like for every dollar you spend on email marketing, you make $42 back. Like that's the ROI.
Yeah, something
It
like
is
that.
wild what conversions you can see in email marketing, and the
Yeah.
fact that you own that real estate. You're going directly into somebody else's inbox, and you're not relying on an algorithm or a platform that you can't control. You can control when emails go out. You can control how you respond to people who email you back. Like that is a key piece that I think a lot of people are missing the mark on. And we will talk to business owners, whether we're working with them as clients or not, but in just the general business landscape. And we're like, so how's your, like, do you have an email list? And they're like, yeah, I do. We're like, oh, so how are you using that? Has it been helpful? They're like, I'm not using it. It's all just sitting there. We're like, why? That is, you're missing the
It's
boat. That's a
literal
huge
money on
marketing
the
piece.
table.
It
Literal
is.
money on the table. So that's actually going to lead to us having a conversation about something new that we're doing. And it's not actually something new at all. We've been doing it for years, but we're going to start offering that coming up in the fall. And if you're ready to just kind of test the waters and see, we are here for a conversation. So if you are thinking about building that email list or utilizing an email list that you've got, or maybe you just freaking hate building these emails, you hate content mapping, you hate doing all of that stuff, or you just don't have time. Maybe you love it, but you go, better use of my time to be making money doing X, Y, and Z and outsourcing this. We are here to do some heavy lifting for you. So from doing brand audits to full overhauls, our team can help you build a brand that feels like you, but more elevated. We offer email marketing services and content mapping as done for yous now. And we're super excited. The clients that we've got working through our system and framework are freaking dynamic, and it's so good. And we're ready to take on a few more of you bad boys. So if you've got questions about that, please contact us. You can do that at our website at thebusinessreboot.com, or you can email us at thebusinessreboot@gmail.com. You can DM us on Instagram at businessreboot. We are here to have all the conversations with you about how we can help you do some of that heavy lifting.
Awesome. Okay, so guys, thank you again for joining us this week for another, or our first camp confessional, but another episode in our summer series. Don't forget to connect with us on all of our platforms, and we will be back next week with another episode of the Business Reboot Podcast.